Progetto 46 is back in the store for the cheapest price ever, and you would be totally dumb not to buy it. Here's why. Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we have the pleasure of watching a Progetto M36 getting an ace tanker, that tier 8 medium European Tech 3 tank, aka an Italian and probably one of the greatest tanks to ever hit World of Tank Blitz. And you're probably gonna ask me why if you are new, and yes, I know, if you already have been around for a very long time. The Progetto 36, since its release, have been named as one of the greatest mediums, and that's it. There is literally no competition. There are still other tanks, mediums at tier 8 that are quite fun to play with, that have a different type of playstyle, etc. But overall, if you really want to combine effectiveness with having fun, then the Progetto M36 is the tank for you. Now, why is that? In my opinion, first of all, what makes it fun is the mechanism it's using on its gun, because it's equipped with an auto reloader and not an auto loader, which means that you can reload between shells, unlike, for example, a low-range 40-ton, an AMX-50B, an AMX-5100, all these kind of tanks. And of course, this allows you to adapt, because it's either you can play it like a single shotgun, and therefore play it like a regular medium, or in case of emergency, break the glass and burst all your shells straight into your opponents. And obviously, these kind of things will effectively improve your battle effectiveness, because if you have the choice, then it's only your fault if you fail with it, because it's only a game of adaptation. Now, that being said, there are other stuff that are making it a great tank. The fact that the mobility allows you to go faster and pretty much where you need to go every time you need to go there. And at the same time, the armor profile is not that bad. Here, obviously, you're probably gonna laugh to my face saying, Pantoufleee, what are you saying? Every time I encounter a Progetto, I can penetrate it. And you're not wrong, but there is something you miss. If you use that tank correctly, you can try to get some bounces on the gun mantlet. Of course, it's in case of emergency. I will definitely not recommend you to try any of those things by your own will. It's only if the enemies are putting some pressure on you, or if you need to, I don't know, maybe help a teammate or something like that. But as long as you stick to the rule of you wait for your allies to take shots for you, and when you can, you burst your shells, you should be safe. Now, there is something interesting about the auto-reloading mechanism that you're seeing at work right now. This guy is capable of sniping some shots on the Tiger, even knowing that he's only with one shell in the magazine because of its ability. And at the same time, it allows to escape when needed. Of course, he got a little bit lucky against that IS-3 because it should have been his death sentence, but hey, what is an ace tanker without a little bit of luck? Now, let's focus on the type of playstyle you need to adopt with the Progetto. I already mentioned the hit and run, but I'm gonna try to precise a little bit my way of thought. Basically, what is extremely important to understand with the Progetto is that you are a first choice target. Every time people will encounter you, they will try their best to destroy you as soon as possible, because they are aware of your DPM and your bursting abilities, which means that you need to adapt. And to adapt, it's quite simple. It's either you stay with the rest of your team and you wait for someone to take shots for you. For example, you go on the heavy side, the heavy takes the shot and he's facing in another heavy. You go around the corner, you snap all your shells into the heavy, you go back to a safe cover and you wait, therefore a supportive role. Or you can play aggressively as long as you are not alone. If you play, for example, with someone that has a regular gun and that is playing a medium, you can play in platoon with him. And therefore, if you go on the medium side, you will have the advantage of being protected by your friend, while at the same time being a bursting machine because of your 3 shells in the magazine. Now, of course, it doesn't solve all problems, because in this kind of scenario, and specifically the one we are into currently, we need to adapt and we need to take some distance, because the Progetto 46 works best at middle distance, like second range line. Because if you try to push too hard with the tank, you are going to get destroyed because of your armor profile that doesn't allow you to do anything with it, beside maybe trying to bounce a couple of shells when needed. But at the same time, if you go into second line, sometimes you're going to get spotted. You just push back to a safe cover. You wait until you are back to unspotted. you go out of your position, you burst your shells, and you push back. This is the kind of things that is common among all autoloaders, and if you enjoy this kind of gameplay, then the Progetto 46 is definitely for you. But at the same time, if like me you really like playing aggressively, the Progetto is still for you, which is the good old versatility of the broken premiums that we can find at tier 8. Basically, in several kind of scenarios, and specifically this one when the guy is pushing, you have the advantage over many tanks to have the possibility of inflicting more than 650 damage in a row. And if you do so, you are going to scare people, and the scare factor is definitely more important than anything else on that tank, because people will probably try to sneak a shell on you, but as soon as they do, they are going to retreat so hard because they don't want to take the wrath, aka your 3 shells. Now, I feel like I said everything there is to know about the tank. We are just gonna take some pleasure watching our little friend here totally burst the Ice 3. Thanks for coming. See you soon. GG Corbin Dallas. And I gotta be honest with you, I did not have time to record my own replay, so I picked it up from Wotb replay channel that I'm gonna give a shout out to right now. Subscribe to his channel. This is the least you can do while watching what I just used. And on top of that, do not forget to really buy the Progetto 46 because it's really rare to be able to see it in shop for such a price, and you are definitely gonna get a great premium while saving some money on the overall offer, because it's 14 euros instead of the 74, which means that the tank is coming fully equipped with the camos, everything prepared for you to have some great fun. So please guys, do not miss out, because you are probably gonna regret it pretty soon. And hopefully I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.